Hi Virgo, welcome to your February New Love Tarot reading. Virgo, I define new love as, of course, could be someone totally new coming into your life. Could be a missed opportunity from the past. Could be a crush. Could be someone you know, never been romantically involved with. Could be somebody new you just met, you're dating, and it's very, very new. But it is not about exes or somebody you already had a romantic relationship with. So please do keep that in mind. So we have the Enchanted Map Oracle here. So I'm going to get you some messages to start with this deck to see what kind of new love situation we'll say is going on for you. And then we'll jump into your reading. But welcome in, Virgo. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in, and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers, heavy placements, male or female, general collective reading. Keep in mind, Virgo, all readings should be timeless. This is just when the messages are coming out. All right, Virgo. So let's see what's going on. Coming to life, we have 29, which is 11. You wouldn't reduce that, but ones are about new beginnings. Unexpected visitors, 41, which is 5, which is about change. Goblins, we have 5, which is about change. Another 5. And commitment, oh my gosh. 36, which is 9, almost full circle, completion and new beginnings. Virgo. Now, so this stuff definitely feels like a missed opportunity or something like that, because we have coming to life and unexpected visitors. Then we have commitment. I'm feeling like this is a connection, Virgo, that you made with somebody, and there could have been negative people around it that swayed maybe the two of you apart, right? Negative rumors, just negative people, naysayers, or whatever the case may be with the goblins here. But it looks like, you know, someone's returning very unexpectedly, and you may not be single. I know it's a new love reading, but obviously you're single. May not be single for much longer with commitment here. Okay. All right. Virgo, so let's jump into the tarot and see what's going on. So we have the Steampunk Tarot. So we'll do your reading with this deck. Then to close it out, we have the Sacred World Oracle. We'll pull some of those to close out your reading. So tell me about this energy for Virgo new love. Feels like a missed opportunity. Or something happened where, you know, you were getting to know each other, even if you just dated a little bit before, you know, whatever. I mean, this isn't about exes or somebody who already had a romantic relationship before, but obviously maybe you dated, or somehow that connection was there, but somehow something negative affected the start of this connection, which led to the missed opportunity, or whatever the case, or from it even happening, right? But let's see. For some of you, I'm feeling like one may have liked the other. For some reason, somebody said to the, like, say you like this person and told somebody, and then somebody might have said to you, oh yeah, well, they don't like you, they're not interested, I wouldn't even bother. I feel something like that too, when really I feel like there was a mutual interest here. But I think there was some not so great energy surrounding this. I don't know why. Maybe somebody else was interested in the person you're interested in, or vice versa. But something not great was affecting this. But let's see. 3 of Wands. So tell me about this energy. 8 of Cups. Hierophant. Knight of Wands. King of Cups. Yeah, there was unspoken feelings here, because the King of Cups for me is someone who's very reserved. Doesn't really share a lot, even though they're very mature. Knight of Wands, I mean, that's usually someone going after what they want, making it happen. You know, especially with the Hierophant here, is about leveling up big time. But there's distance here. Like, instead of looking at the prospect of the future of something that could happen here, just walking away kind of energy, right? Interesting. All right, Virgo. So I'm going to mention the signs as I see them. Could be signs in chart people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, it's totally fine. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. You just disregard them. But we have Taurus and Sag and Pisces. Yeah, there was a mutual interest here. No doubt about that with the Two of Cups. It's like, okay, I want to take action to pursue this, but never got a chance to speak of feelings. But the Hierophant speaks of higher things, right? So there definitely was something here of a higher vibration, but something prevented it from happening. And it's not a great energy with the Goblin. So let's keep going. Let's see what else you need to know, Virgo. What else does Virgo need to know? What else does Virgo need to know? All right, so tell me more about this energy. Eight of Pentacles. You could have worked with this person. Maybe it was a work situation that couldn't happen. Could be many things, but let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Emperor. Five of Swords reverse, meaning that, okay, let's see, 10 of Pentacles. So definitely dreaming of somebody here. I mean, commitment, 10 of Pentacles is that. Now, if this was a work situation where they were a boss or something like that, couldn't happen, right? But the Five of Swords in reverse is actually good, meaning that whatever the conflicting situation was is not present anymore. That's kind of over. This could be a business owner, entrepreneur, leader, some sort of way. Queen of Pentacles also can indicate finances, sales, business. Let's see what's on the bottom. Justice reversal. Yeah, something would have been not right about it at the time the connection was made. So that could be where the goblins come in too. And, you know, maybe if there was a feeling of, well, maybe if we could sneak around, you know, but then realizing, you know, because if certain people find out, it's going to cause a lot of trouble, right? Because that goblins is not a great energy. So, I mean, that may not resonate for everybody, but the main premise is something conflicting, preventing the connection from even starting or happening, and perhaps not even truly knowing how the other person feels by maybe what other people had said. But it most definitely, it looked like there were two people definitely interested in each other. I mean, this romantic interest is coming back to life again. That's what I see. So the unexpected visitor, I mean, you can run into this person again. Doesn't mean necessarily they're going to show up like at your house, but or you could just, you know, unexpectedly run into them some way, somehow. So we have Capricorn, Aries. All right, Virgo. So tell me more about this Virgo. What else does Virgo need to know? Let's see. Yeah, there's that connection, right? Knew it was there. Solid new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. Six of Swords reverse. That could be somebody returning for me. Someone's returning, right? Hangman. There was a limbo here, right? Things put on pause. But now there's a big judgment call, answering the call to action, things meant to be, big decision. Something was released, and now there's a resurrection. Interesting. All right, we got Pisces, Scorpio, Queen of Swords. You know, this is speaking with truth, clarity, communication. A little cautious, you know, there could be a little cautious energy here about starting the reconnection again, or starting the connection again. Let's keep going, Virgo. I definitely feel like it was the start of a romantic interest somehow was halted, right? And there was some negative energies around it. So, but I feel like that's been lifted. So let's see. Let's see. What else does Virgo need to know? What else does Virgo need to know? Let's see. Seven of Wands. Yeah, there was a little challenge, a little block here. But there was the promise of romance here, right? New beginning in love. It's on the Ace of Pentacles. The Moon, reverse, meaning everything coming to light, seeing things clearly, right? No fear, and now it's time for things to move forward in a positive way. Growth, luck, expansion, abundance, things meant to be. Tower, it could be right now in a reading. Big shock, surprise, revelations as well. Two of Swords, reverse. Big decision is being made, or has been made. We got Aries, Sag, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces. I think you're going to be shocked here, right? And I mean, this person could be just coming forward now they can, or something has been unblocked, right? The Tower definitely would over-trump the Seven of Wands, which is the block. The Tower unblocks. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, right? But that's the major over-trumping the minor. So it's something meant to be to move forward now, to have that big change, right? So let's keep going, Virgo. We're going to do one more row with clarifiers to see what else you need to know about this. I hope it makes sense in some sort of way. And if it does, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly, greatly appreciated. One more row with clarifiers. Then we're going to jump to the Sacred World Oracle for some closing messages. See what you need to know. All right. So what else does Virgo need to know about this whole situation? Let's see. Six of Cups, reverse. Page of Swords, reverse. I definitely feel like we haven't talked to this person in a while. Now, the Six of Cups, reverse, meaning whatever past energies that was affecting this, it's over and done. Now, it's just going to be in the past behind this whole connection, right? Five of Pentacles. Definitely was that feeling of disappointment that, the romance never got kicked off. Ten of Wands, very overwhelming energy about the whole situation, but very single. There's a very single energy here, right? There's definitely been, again, like I said, retraction of energy. See the Hermit looking over all of this, like, yeah, there was an oppressive energy, which led to nothing ever happening. We used to kind of stop communicating, but now we could put this all behind us with the Six of Cups reverse and just put it in the past. We have Aquarius, Virgo. This is you right here, Virgo. It could be another Virgo as well. Seven of Cups. Yeah, a lot of confusion. Like, I don't really know what happened here. But there's a connection. Like, I keep feeling and seeing that connection, right? But not understanding, like, what happened, Justice seemed to reverse, seemed very unfair, unbalanced. And there was definitely King, Queen of Cups here. Two people who were actually feeling those romantic feelings towards each other. It's taken some time. Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Wands reverse, meaning there's no more struggling. There's nothing affecting this. And the Knight of Swords, again, that's the fastest becoming the slowest knight. Taking some time here. Page of Cups, it never got to reveal feelings or romantic invitations or anything like that. We kind of put on hold. But now it's a fresh, clean slate, start, energetic reset, new beginning, no baggage. Like I said, whatever this was isn't affecting this anymore, right? Now we can jump into a new beginning. Crossroads is here with the Two of Wands. Building, growing, and expanding on those romantic feelings we're starting to feel. And definitely could lead to commitment. I mean, we have the King of Pentacles here, right? Didn't we see the Queen? So another match. Another match. And that's the wish fulfillment, happiness, and joy. That's another single card for me as well. In the beginning of a new cycle. Could be moving, traveling, distance, relocating, communication, Cupid's arrows, moving forward. We've got Pisces here, the Page of Cups. So, wow. Whatever affected the start of this romance, it's not a problem anymore. So now I see the return of this person. the romance is finally going to kick off here, right? That's where the coming to life, right? Finally, this romance can come to life. And this may be someone you commit to. I mean, we do have commitment here, Virgo. All right. So let's get you some Sacred World cards. See what else you need to know. Also, everything you need to know is down below in the description box. Feel free to check that out. All the links, all the info, everything you need, it's all there. All right, Sacred World. What else do we need to know? Virgo, please. What do we need to know? Virgo. Peacock. So we have 29, which is 11, which is 1, about new beginnings. We have Air, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and that is speaking with truth, clarity, communication. Peacocks, I mean, they stand out. You know, they strut their stuff as well. But I just want to see, what is that, 24. I want to see what the peacock has to say. Let us see. No, that's not, that's 29. I'm sorry, 29. Pride, being dazzled by appearances and beauty. You definitely were dazzled by each other. There's no doubt about that. Right? Strutting their stuff. And then all of a sudden, what happened? I mean, you definitely could have been strutting your stuff for each other, you know, because it was the start of that romantic energy. And then it just kind of stopped. Earth, there you go. That's the Ace of Pentacles. 1, new beginning. Earth, very grounded, stable, secure. Taking our time, not rushing. Solid new beginning right there. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's your energy. And fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. And we have 34. Just 7, which is divinely guided spiritual energy. It can be a little bit challenging. Fire, a very fiery, passionate, go-getter, strong, courageous, brave, going after what we want kind of energy. Yeah, because there's going to be a very fiery connection now, finally kicking off, right? And Salamander, and more fire energy. I never see this come out much in a reading. So we have 42, which is 6, a very healing, balanced energy. Let's see what the Salamander. I know in the tarot, the Salamander is indestructible. So I want to see what this deck here has to say. Contentment. Basking in the good things of life, being renewed by warmth. Yeah, so, yeah, this fiery, about to kick off here. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you. So I do hope that helped, that resonated in some sort of way. I am wishing you the best, and I shall see you next time.